Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism, and this video is sponsored by contribution from KB, and here's her story. Hi, Ollie. I hope all is well. I want to let you know that I love your channel, and all your stories and anecdotes are 10,000% validating and what I went through, especially with both my boomer narcissist parents. Today, I want to bring to your attention something regarding guilt and big donations, gifts from the narcissist with some background that I think is necessary, and we've talked about this. There's no such thing as a gift or a big donation from the narcissist. Everything has strings attached. Best not to accept it. Because the whole point of the gift in the first place is to get something out of you in the future through guilt. My mother, my whole life, was highly narcissistic, manipulative, exploitative, etc. My sister was the golden child, big time, and I was the scapegoat. For me, refusing to clean a pot that I didn't dirty or use was grounds for enough weeks of punishment, including taking the car away so I can't go to work. Yet, I'm supposed to move out at 16 off of part-time minimum wage jobs I held in high school because I was a bill for mom, And again, not all boomers, but the boomers that raised us, this is what they did. We were aware of no consequence to them in our young age. Till we start hitting our teen years. Then they want to control every aspect of your life. The punishment for any trumped up charge that they could figure out is just typical. The golden child, because the golden child doesn't have to wash the dishes. The golden child doesn't have to vacuum. The golden child doesn't have to mow the lawn or rake the leaves. And the golden child don't have to do anything. You do. And it didn't matter. It matters not whether you did the chore or not. Because even if you do the chore, you're going to do it wrong. You're going to screw it up. You're going to do it wrong on purpose just so you won't be asked to do it again. And you're going to get your car taken away or whatever taken away, or take this away, take that away. They love taking things away. So you have no control. I don't know, Kay, figure it out, was my boomer mom's favorite line after gleefully taking something huge away that my survival depends on over something so stupid like mowing the lawn or dirty dishes. My whole life, she thrived on taking things away from me, making life harder for me, watching me drown financially, watching me struggle, or watching me suffer at the hands of the economy, past and millennials, on top of any individual struggles from my abusive upbringing, or giving gifts to just my sister, or just me a smaller, too little, too late version of the same gift she gave my sister. Like my parents had the obligation for one daughter, so to the other. But being the youngest and the black sheep, if I did even get the same thing, it was usually smaller, a knockoff, a way cheaper version, or way too late when I didn't need it anymore, or an amount at a point in the economy where even that amount didn't get nearly as far or as much value as my sister's amount years prior. I don't know. You think I'm just not grateful? Ha. See, I had it the opposite because I'm the oldest and my brother was the golden child. And I was treated as the scapegoat, whereas everything I got nothing. He got everything. Everything. I was I was nothing more than a tool to plow the road for Precious. That's all I was. But my sister got it all. And I'm sure your sister also thinks that she treats you as if she's the third parent as well, as the golden child is wont to do. See, that's the thing when you're raised by narcissistic boomers in the golden child, the narcissistic boomer, golden child arc, golden child black sheep arc. When you're raised like that, there's going to be the golden child is going to be the third parent. That's how it's treated. And it matters not if it's an older sibling or a younger sibling. You got 3 parents when you're raised by narcissistic boomers and a golden child. You got 3 of them. And that golden child will talk down to you, about you, to whoever, till the day you or they die. This is why cutting them out is the only option. And in case you're, excuse me. In case anybody's wondering, I quit vaping like 7 months ago because it caused some real problems with my throat, and I always had voice problems. Don't vape, kids. Don't vape, kids. It's stupid. Don't vape. But my sister got it all. I won't go into too much detail, but small things money-wise. She got $100 one day for school to go splurge at Banana Republic. Of course she did. Of course she did. Of course she did. I couldn't get $1 to go get a small fry at McDonald's. I couldn't get $1 to get a big gulp with my friends, or a couple bucks and change to go play video games at 7-Eleven and get Cokes and candy with my friends. My brother was getting dropped 20s and 50s, and he said, just take it. Just take it. Just take it. Ah. And it sucks to bitch like this at 51, going on 52 about that. But hey, if I still remember it like that and you still remember it like that, obviously it did some damage. She got $100 one day for school to go splurge at Banana Republic, where everything is higher end. Because, well, that's her taste as a kid, and she gets high-end taste. However, I got hand-me-downs from Savers, prior cousins' clothes, my sister's hand-me-downs, and one time a $10 bill to go to the clearance rack at JCPenney and get 1 pair of jeans for the entire school year. Golden Child got an iPhone that was given away for a discount, I think, or maybe for free, but not sure with the MacBook when they first released. A horse, riding lessons, new car, etc. 2 new cars, actually. The horse. I'm telling you, I don't know if you're a horse person or not, but there's something with horses and narcissism. They go hand in hand, as do dogs and pit bulls and a lot of pets, but something with horse people in particular. Boy, that is a giant red flag. I'm not saying it's all horse people, but I can't tell you how many narcissists I've encountered with horses. It is funny though, because the one thing that my father would do, the carrot on the stick, because what we're talking about here, is that carrot on the stick that you're always chasing. The one time he would do the carrot on the stick to my brother was he was going to buy him a new Jeep. And he did it to my brother once, and that was the last time it ever happened, because my brother went out and bought himself an Acura like 2 months later, and that was it. And my father my parents were so upset because he was mad at him. Ugh. Oh, can't let Precious get upset, can we? Can we? The topic at hand is the guilt that I know I shouldn't have, that maybe I shouldn't have, but sometimes do. No, you shouldn't have it. You should turn the guilt to what it should be: anger, righteous anger, and resentment, because you have every right to have it. You have every right. Because I did also get a laptop, okay, but a lesser. And again, it's hard to sit here and cry, oh, boo-hoo, I didn't get the right laptop. But when it's clear, okay, when it's clear that one child's technology is remarkably better than the other child's technology, this is why I've been saying for so long, narcissistic abuse doesn't know economic. It scans the entire society through race, color, creed, economic status. No matter what the narcissist's economic status is, they are going to make that playbook work for them. So just because you're operating on a higher level, because your boomer narcissist can afford technology and laptops and iPhones and Banana Republic, okay, doesn't make it any less damaging, okay, that one child gets remarkably better equipment than the other child, and the one child gets praised, the other child gets punished. There's no money to make just because, it's a laptop, and there's starving children in China or Africa, and then you shouldn't be damaged. Bullshit. Because the whole point of it is psychological damage. The narcissist will get away with what they can get away with. Narcissists, like your parents and my parents, still have to maintain a certain status quo to keep the whole thing going. They must. Otherwise, they expose your parents, my parents, many parents who are out there who have money, say, like Treasure Travel, she's a good example, came from money, doesn't make her experiences any less, okay? Because the psychological intent, the manipulation is the same whether it's the queen bee in the hood, okay, or the borderline sociopath in the suburbs. The calculation is the same. The intent is the same. And the narcissist is going to have to keep up the minimum status quo in order not to get exposed. And they get away with it, like parents like ours get away with it because they have a higher status quo, because you're dealing in things like laptops and iPhones and Banana Republic, and she gets Banana Republic and I only got to go on the clearance rack of pennies, and oh, woe is me, and boo-hoo, and some people are wearing torn clothes and you understand, and holes in their shoes, and what are you really complaining about? It's not the point. Point is, you can afford it. And you can go out of your way to afford it for one and not the other. That's the point. Don't get caught up in the semantics, because that's not the point. The point is the intent. What is their intent? Their intent is to control you and damage you. And whether they're using a freaking laptop to do it, or they're using a 50-cent piece of candy to do it, it doesn't matter. The intent is the same. So you don't know. No, there's no guilt. When you realize what the intent actually is, that makes the guilt fly out the window, doesn't it? Because I did also get a laptop of mine was when I was in college. MacBooks have been out for like 8 years by then, and very begrudgingly so, with lots of harassing, threatening, like it was like this is a big deal and responsibility that maybe I wasn't ready for or deserving, etc. The whole drama of infantilism show. I also did get help with my first car. Again, the whole drama show of guilt, etc. Right. You got help because what they were doing was the minimum of what they had to do to maintain the illusion for everyone else. That's why. Your sister got 2 new cars. Your cars are being friggin' are junkers being held together by duct tape, right? It's all control. There is nothing to feel guilty just because they had money, okay, and you technically had nice things. You had technology, you had a car, you had a laptop, you had an iPhone, you had a MacBook or whatever. Oh, how dare you? Well, no. These things are all used as weapons to make me think I'm not worthy, because it matters not, because when the sister is getting obviously better things, like where's that supposed to put? You're supposed to accept your place on the ladder as per usual. So my point is, of course, I'm grateful for getting help. Undoubtedly not having to pay my first car loan or buy a first laptop put me ahead in life. I suppose it helps to counteract the years of emotional abuse and not being fed properly or being a second-class citizen. Am I right? Sarcasm. In their mind, yeah. Yeah, that's how they think. Yes, that is how they think. You notice the not being fed properly is something they can hide. They really can't hide one daughter not having a new car and the other daughter not having anything. They really can't hide sending a girl to college when everybody in college, where a laptop is basically a basic requirement in not only college now, it seems like elementary school, they're all getting laptops or tablets. They did the minimum of what they had to do in order not to be exposed. That's what they did. That's what they did. And that's what they got you feeling guilty over. Don't feel guilty over the narcissism minimum efforts. Because their minimum efforts are nothing more of than a cover for being exposed. So present day, something happened like 7 years ago, and my mom is suddenly very kind in some ways now, but I can see her more subtle ways of manipulation. More interactions are civil and just kind of normal, although she most definitely still has her power trips. I just have the financial and transportation power now to literally get up and leave, robbing her of that power high victim wine fest she loves. But at least it's not full-blown evil like it used to be, to the point where even though I know horrible things happened, I have to admit there are hazy memories at this point because I've lessened, even severed contact at such an extent that the few times we do meet throughout the year, she is pretty well behaved, I must admit. As I said, distance always helps. I think she saw how strong I was by how hard I fought her in my childhood, and she almost gave up. Impossible. I know that's why I don't trust it. Oh, they never. They're always lying in wait. Your mother is lying in wait for you to show weakness, and the second you show it, she's going for the jugular. Mark it down. Mark it down. The second you show weakness, she's going for the jugular. She didn't give up. Trust me. I'm at the age where I'm looking for a house and she has offered to help. I am very weary. I didn't dub her Indian giver as a kid for nothing. Do not take it. Do not take it. She is going, no. Because let me tell you something. As the boomer, she's a boomer. She's getting older. I guarantee you she isn't expecting the golden child to take care of her in her waning years. He's looking at you. And what she's looking for is an investment to go plop her ass down and have you serve her to the grave. Hell no. Do not take her money. And logically, it would on the surface make sense that this would be the time for her to help. So do I have a reason to be cynical? I mean, that amount of money, that level of kindness, and she would never take it back, would she? Yes, I can think of some situations where she would. One example, if my boyfriend who gets a veterans aid loan is the one to actually apply, I'm sure she'll see the perfect excuse not to help me if I choose to co-buy a house with him. Of course she will, because then she'll have no ownership in it. She don't want him around. She wants you taking care of her. That's it. If she's offering you money for a house now, it's because she fully expects to move in. 100%. My cellular memory of all those years, me struggling, where $20 for gas would have made the world to me, not that I expected it or wanted it, now it just suddenly seems like this valve of kindness is open, and I quite frankly just don't trust it. But yes, there is guilt like it's spoiled problems, even though I have to snap myself out of it and remind myself that both my parents, I think, barter control with gifts. Also, I can't help but to feel bitter because I have no doubt my sister got more, and at a time years ago where the amount could have gone such a long way compared to nowadays. Oh, who are you telling? Who are you telling? So just to clarify, any gift I am grateful for and happy for. It's not like I'm being rude or mean to her, but damn, what's the angle? Am I right to feel like it's too little too late, and undoubtedly a tiny fraction to in what my golden child sister probably got, using history as my judge. Dr. Romani, who I also love to watch along with your videos, has some good voice. I would love to hear your view on it. Thank you so much. KB, her angle is to move in. This is the boomer using your guilt to prepare for end-of-life accommodations. That's it. The boomer is using your guilt to take care of their end-of-life accommodations. That's all this is. We've been through it. Your guilt isn't based on reality. You have nothing to feel guilt for. Just remember what her intent is. Her intent was to make you feel lesser. Bottom line. Let her go live with your golden child sister. Let her take care of it. No. That's for you. Do not take the money. Because that she might not ask for it back, but she will demand access to your house. Wait and see. You can take that one to the bank. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much, KB, for the contribution and story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel here and both my channels on Rumble. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.